Hi there, everyone. Harmony and I sat down and we had an idea that we would actually make a video explaining each of our sheets, the billing sheet and the QCDR. I'm actually going to start off with the billing sheet first in the first video, and then I'll go over the QCDR in a second video. Hopefully they'll both be sent to your email so you could review them when you need to. The point behind this is that we now have 17 anesthesiologists, and so if everyone makes one omission or mistake daily, that starts to add up for each of us, and sometimes it's more than just one. So we're just trying to help simplify this for everyone and help us get paid. As far as, first of all, so I'll just go through the first sheet, the billing sheet. Some of it's self-explanatory, the date, then there's the diagnosis. It can be found in the review section of the chart. Please try to include ICD-10 codes when possible, and make it as complete as possible. Don't just list a couple things. If there's multiple things, fill it completely out. If it is a GI case, regardless of whether it's a general surgeon or a gastroenterologist, please place surgeon request under this diagnosis portion. Then there's the procedure part. Include the entire procedure. Please, for abdominal cases, indicate upper or lower abdomen. This is based on where the surgical work is done and not the trocar. Sites do this for every belly case, regardless of how obvious it may seem. The coders that are inputting this information for us aren't familiar with anatomy, nor do we expect them to be, so please make this differentiation. As far as this is for us, our name, and then under surgeon, please write the surgeon or proceduralist. Do not write admitting doctor or ordering physician. Sometimes I've noticed with radiology cases this has been done. Write radiology if there is not a proceduralist or a surgeon, and that's just one example. If there is a GI procedure, endoscopy procedure, and it's a screening colonoscopy, please circle one of these, whether or not a polyp is found. This will help and it affects the patient billing. As far as on this right side here, this is self-explanatory. Please try to circle one of them that applies. We ask, do not fill out the ASA code. I know some of you are familiar and know these codes, but we're relying on our billing company based on our diagnoses to put that code in. Please place the base units. You can use the 2017 RVU guide that we should have in every anesthesia drawer. All the information should be in there. If you have a question, you can put a couple numbers if you have a question with a question mark, and then at least gives the coders and the billers a chance to the direction that you're going in. We do not need to fill out any of these portions, the time units, modifier units, and as far as the modifiers, when you do fill out an ASA code, please list the justifying variables for it. Try to put all of them. It helps form a more complete picture. If you do circle emergency, know that it's only in the middle of the night, or if it's a case that would bump another case. If a surgeon can sit on it for more than a couple hours or an hour or two, then it's truly not an emergency. So again, middle of the night, or if it would bump a case. Fill out this section if you do put a central venous catheter. Also do not forget if you placed an arterial line. I've noticed on some of these procedures we can't go back and really look to the chart, or if we can, it becomes time intensive, but in certain cases arterial lines are usually expected or the norm, so please circle that. And if you do a block for a procedure, a regional block, please check it, but do not write the times. We are not using the times anymore, so just check it. And if you do two, for example, let's say you do two femorals or bilateral femorals, you can put a the note number 2 and circle it, and they will know that you did place 2 femoral blocks. So I think this pretty much is summarizes the billing sheet. I ask that this is also the part that you will copy to submit for overtime. Overtime is any case that extends past 5. If it goes a minimum of 15 minutes, then you will start to accrue overtime. Please make a copy. We will not copy it for you. So if you want to be paid overtime for a particular case in the evening, in the middle of the night, or on the weekend, please copy it. The weekend is all inclusive as far as for overtime. If you copy a bill on Saturday or Sunday, the whole bill will be submitted. If you work Monday after a weekend call, you should also anticipate to get paid for that, and copy those bills and submit them. And then finally, if you start a case before 7 o'clock and it's a non-call case and you start 6:30 or before, you can also copy that and use that for overtime. So thank you, and hopefully this helps answer some questions.